So today I'm going to help you to download and configure your MCreator software so you can start to create your own mods. So first thing first, go to the MCreator website, mcreator.net. You can hit here this big button, download here or download here. Then you can choose the version that you want. Okay, in this case we are in 2024.3. Let's open up. We have the X installer. You can download the zip file if you don't want to install. You have for Mac and Linux, okay, but just pick the one that is the right for you. Anyway, you have, after you have installed it, we're going to create a new workspace. But before that, let's check our preference, make sure that everything is as we need. At first, everything is alright. You don't have to do nothing here, but just in case if you want some extra stuff, you can come here, enable the GPU render acceleration here. Okay, if you want to. The time of backups depends on what you're working. This is very good. The grandly and run, just if you want some more memory or work offline. In this case, I think like this it's good enough. You can add some themes here, backgrounds, texture packs, armor templates, procedure templates, iBuilder templates, commands templates, features, a lot of stuff, but we will not talk about this at the moment. Okay, one thing here that is very important to check before you start to make your mods is the plugins. Okay, those things will help you a lot, so don't forget to get the ones that you need. So you go to explore plugins, you will open up the page here. You will be in MCreator plugins page. So don't forget to select the version that you are working with. In this case, our version is 2024.3. okay, so in this case I here .3, and you can click in filter, and all these plugins that will show here should work in this version. Okay, all the things that are here. For example, I have this one here. This is a forky for the Curious API. So in this case, we come here, plugin download. You're going to download it. We're going to start. So let's go here. You're going to open the plugin folder, copy the file inside here. It's here. Okay. Close. Enable Java plugins. You save. So then we start again to everything work like it should. Okay. In this case, let's see here. When you go to plugins, there you go. I think, no, what is the name? Adorn it. There we go. Curious API. There we go. So it is working. So now it's the workspace. So what do you need to do? You can open up an old one, import one, but in this case we're going to create one just for that. You can choose what kind of workspace do you want to build. You can create that data packs here, add-ons. In this case, I have to download another plugin to make the spring node or Qt or even the fabric. Okay, but make sure that the plugin is available for this version, because if it's not for this version, it will not going to work. Okay, so in this case, you can check here in the Minecraft version what features are available depending on what you want to build. For example, in the data pack, see how many things are not working: translation, sounds, JSON models. So a lot of this stuff is not working, but the 20 version, the same. yeah, just the one have a little bit better than the other. So keep that in mind, that not everything will work here. Okay, I think the old versions is supposed to work better because we are in the newest one, a part of the 2024.4. It's not released yet. So in this case, you can use Forge mode. Oh, if you want to make Fabric, you have to go in 1.20.1. I think it's the 23 version of the 2023 version, okay, for it to work. It is not up to date yet, the Fabric plugin. And the creator that I heard in the forum didn't say nothing about updated, so yeah, keep that in mind. Okay, you have to go 1.20.1 to use it. Okay, the same version as the Forge, the same. Okay, you can see that in Forge almost everything is 100%. This is very good, very good. But in NeoForge we have a newer version. You see the difference? Because now MCreator you just support officially the NeoForge. So in this case, you can check here. In this version, almost everything is 100%. There's a few things that need to be polished, but yeah, almost everything is working. In this case, we're going to use NeoForge, okay? So in this case, the mod name will be YouTube series. Yeah, just for sake of this series. The name ID will be the same. The version, the package name, I usually let this like it is. If you have your own website or your domain, you can use here, no problem. You can choose where you want to save it, okay, and then you go create your workspace. Then we'll do everything here that is necessary. If it doesn't work, check a few things. Check if your firewall is not blocking the program. If your firewall is not blocking the program, you should check if your antivirus is not blocking the program to work like it's supposed to be. I know that the Bitdefender usually block the program to work, so keep that in mind. Okay. Now we already have our workspace finally open, and we can start modding. I will show you just very fast. Let me see. Yeah, there you go. Curious Bubble. There we go. That plugin that we install, it's already working. Okay. I have a few more plugins here. Okay, but this is the basic. This is the base that you need to create mods. Also, you can come here in preferences. No, not preference. Sorry. I think it is. Yeah, workspace settings. Okay, you can see the name, the namespace, package name, version, the mod version that you are working on, mod description. You can set the author name, the website, the credits, the picture if you want some, the license. You can choose as well here. You can add some external APIs. I have some here. I already have installed in the other workspace that I use. You can set all those ones, okay? In this case, you will have some additional or required mods. If you want to use them, you can set here as well. And if this mod is server side only, or server side and mod in client side, okay? Is this mod server side only? You can make that yes or no. Okay, so this is the rest of the configurations that you need. In this case, let's activate all these ones that I have here. You will need to refactor the workspace for them to work properly, but after that everything will be officially ready to go. So there you go, it's finished. it's built successfully again, and you have everything set to start. So hope you enjoyed this video and they help you, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you have any requests or any specific item to start, let me know in the comments below. Okay, where are we going to start? If no one, I will choose one. Okay, so thank you so much, have a good day, and see ya.